Hi everybody, welcome to day 23, I believe, in the Start 1K program. So today we're going to be pulling everything that we've done so far together and getting you a step closer, or many steps closer to that 1K, getting to the grand, essentially, is what we've called today's session. So what I want to do is just cover off what we've actually covered to date, what we've went through so far. Now, I made a list because it's a long one. But essentially, what we've done is we've come up with a business name. We've talked about managing your time, setting that time apart for your business development activities, which is exactly what this program is. We've looked at the goals, why you're doing this, what the purpose is, what you're trying to achieve with the business. We've looked at market research, so who your potential customers are. And then from there, we've developed a profile or a customer avatar of your absolute dream customer, your ideal customer. We've looked at who else is doing this, competitor analysis, what they're doing, how they're doing it, what they're charging, all that kind of stuff. We've looked at your marketing message. We've looked at your minimum viable product. Remember, what's the minimum you need in place to start moving people closer towards being a customer. We've talked about your call to action. What action do those people need to take? Your customer journey. What journey do you take your customer on? Your marketing channels and your marketing strategy, the 4Ps, if you remember. We've talked about networking and how to use networking to build a business. We've talked about Facebook groups specifically. We've looked at your business model in terms of the business model canvas. We've looked at lead tracking, how you capture leads and how you track them. We've looked at content, creating content for your website and your social media posts. We've looked at design, how to make that content look good. We've looked at social media scheduling, so organizing your social media posts to be targeting your ideal customer. We've talked about sales, and we've talked about objective handling even. All of those together, what you've done so far, assuming you followed the steps, or even assuming you followed more than half of the steps, you've done more than the majority of business owners will ever do in this kind of period of time, pre-start or early stage of your business, or just spending that time on business development. And what I really want to kind of drill in, and what's really, really important through this whole program, is learning to spend time on business development on a routine basis, ideally every single day. That is what's going to really, really grow your business. Working on the business, this type of stuff, not in the business, doing the work. That said, it's now time to do the work. So remember, we've got 6 weeks here, and what we're trying to do is to get £1,000 worth of sales within that 6 week period. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you have to be paid £1,000 within that 6 weeks. Some of you will be, but let's say, for argument's sake, if I go back to the beginning and I talked about the dog walking service, I might have a service there whereby I charge £10 for a dog walk, for argument's sake. And let's say I have a customer who I walk 3 times a week, or a dog that I walk 3 times a week for a customer. So that's £30 a week. And let's say I work out that the average lifespan of a customer is, let's say, 12 months. Then that's £30 a week over, let's say, 50 weeks, for argument's sake. We'll take into account holidays, Christmas, etc. So that job there, £30 times 50, is £1,500. So even just getting that one sale, I know I've sold £1,000. So don't get hung up on the £1,000 number as being I have to have done the work within the 6 weeks, otherwise I've failed. That's not the case. What we're trying to do is to build sales to be £1,000. Like I say, some of you will have products or services that are £1,000 which you can deliver within the scope of the program. That's cool. That's absolutely fine. But if you don't view that as a failure, because you're lining up customers. I might line up, with the dog walking service, assuming I was running it, I might line up 5, 6, 7, 8 of those customers, so that £1,500 could be £7,500, over the course of a 12-month period of time. So just this work about identifying the customer, identifying the message, identify your pricing points, identifying, exactly what service you're going to be offering. This is all leading us up to this stage. So what I want you to do is start implementing, okay? No rush, don't panic, but run back through everything that you've done, get a clear picture of what you're trying to achieve, who you're trying to target, the service you're offering, and start getting it out there. If you haven't already designed or put together your minimum viable product and that could just be a telephone call, but if you haven't designed that, you haven't put the mechanism in place to enable customers to make an inquiry, maybe via a Facebook page or an Instagram post or just a link, to book an appointment with you or something like that. Make sure you've got that in place. And if you've got any questions about that or what that might look like specifically for your business, reach out to us or post in the group. But now, and for the rest of this week, I want you to really focus on sales. So getting your message out there, getting in front of customers, whatever that looks like for you, whether that be face to face, whether that be on the phone, whether that be setting up, diagnostic calls, whatever it could be. But getting out there, posting in groups, etc. And we want to really start getting those sales in now. Okay, so this is where the action happens. Okay, so good luck with it. Let us know if you need any help, because this is the like I say, where reality kicks in. So this is the stuff that gets us out there and gets the money coming in. So good luck. Let us know if you need help, and we'll see you tomorrow.